Part 1. The light being the first pure essence. Imagine a time long before the physical world as we know it took shape. Back then, there were no bodies, no forms, no attachments, only pure light. The original state of humanity. According to certain esoteric traditions, before becoming trapped in material form, humans existed as beings of light, existing in a pure state, unrestricted by space or time. They required no sustenance, did not age, and were not bound by desires or suffering. They inhabited a higher dimension where everything functioned through thought and pure energy. Some refer to them as the children of light, souls infused with the original spark of the divine creator. But then, something happened. Were they deceived? Or did they choose to enter the material world willingly for the sake of experience? Some theories suggest that certain light beings fell or were lured by another power, an entity many traditions call the demiurge. This being created the physical universe, but not as an act of love or pure creation. Instead, it was a trap, a prison designed to confine the souls of light. Upon entering the material realm, these primordial souls lost their memory of their true origin. They began to forget who they were, forgetting that they were once free, limitless beings. Instead, they started believing they were small, insignificant creatures, bound by the laws of nature, death, and the endless cycle of reincarnation. But how do we know that the light beings ever existed? Traces of them can be found in many ancient mystical traditions. In Gnosticism, there's the concept of the forgotten sparks, souls of light trapped in this world. Hinduism speaks of Atman, the eternal soul, which is a part of Brahman, but is obscured by the illusion of the material world, Maya. Kabbalah describes the sparks of divine light, which fell into chaos and must be liberated. If humanity was once light, is there a way to reclaim that original state? Mystics throughout history have left behind clues. Some say the path back to light is not through material pursuits, but through inner awakening. We must recognize that what we see with our eyes is not the only reality. We must remember that we are not just flesh. We are consciousness. We are energy. We are light. This leads to an even deeper question. Does all of humanity share this luminous origin? Or do only some possess this divine spark? Some esoteric theories suggest that only a fraction of people carry this light within them, while the rest are purely material beings, existing, consuming, and perishing without higher awareness. But the most crucial question is not, did the light beings exist, but rather, are you one of them? Do you feel that this world is not where you truly belong? That something deep within you longs for a higher reality, beyond the limitations of this material existence? If your answer is yes, then perhaps the light has never truly left you. It is simply waiting for you to awaken and reclaim your true self. Part 2. The material human, the fall and the control system. In the beginning, humans existed in a pure state, but their fall dragged them into the confines of the material world. Once the soul was trapped in flesh, it gradually forgot its origins of light. The physical body became not just a vehicle for experience, but a sophisticated prison where sensations, desires, and suffering bound the mind. The forces that control this world, fully understanding human nature, establish systems to maintain subjugation. Religion, politics, economic structures, all are mechanisms of control. They don't just dictate behavior, but shape thoughts, making people willingly accept a distorted reality. The most terrifying form of oppression is not the one that forces submission, but the one that makes people unaware that they are enslaved. Yet, within every human, there remains a flicker of awareness, a subtle urge to break free from the chains of this artificial reality. Those who awaken begin questioning the system, their existence, and even themselves. But can they truly escape the endless cycles of control? Part 3. The fire human, the rebel and the creator. While most of humanity remains trapped in ignorance, There are individuals who carry within them the flame of rebellion and creation. They refuse to conform to imposed structures. Their fire is their relentless thirst for knowledge, their explosion of thought, and their boundless creativity. Throughout history, these individuals have been labeled heretics, rebels, or threats. But in truth, they are the driving force behind humanity's evolution. Philosophers, scientists, artists, and true revolutionaries all embody the fire human. They do not accept the status quo. They seek to shatter limits. However, rebellion comes at a cost. The creative ones often face isolation, persecution, or destruction. But can the flame ever be extinguished? Or will it become the beacon that illuminates the way out of the system? Part 4. The Neo-Genian Doctrine, Erased Secrets. There are ancient truths that have been buried, knowledge about the true nature of humanity that has been erased from history. The Neo-Genian Doctrine is not just a philosophical system, but a key to unlocking hidden knowledge. This doctrine suggests that humans are not just physical beings, but multidimensional entities capable of transcending the limits of reality. However, there's a force that does not want humanity to discover this truth. Documents, evidence, and crucial discoveries have been lost, burned, or distorted. Why has the truth been hidden? Who is behind this grand deception? Could it be that humanity itself chose to forget the truth in exchange for comfort and security? If so, how can we recover what has been erased? Neo-Genian does not just pose questions. It invites us to step beyond our comfort zone, face reality, and seek answers for ourselves. But do we have the courage to walk through this door? Part 5. The Battle of the Three Beings, Conflict and Rebirth. For ages, the struggle between the three human archetypes, light, material, and fire, has played out in different forms. But this is not just an external battle. It is a conflict within the very soul of humanity. Those who carry the light long to return to their pure essence, but remain ensnared by the illusions of the material world. The material beings seek to tighten control, maintaining power over nations and societies to ensure their dominance. Meanwhile, the fire beings burn with their unyielding desire for creation, destruction, and experience, but often at a great cost. Part 6. Questioning authority. Who guides us? Who truly governs us? Are spiritual leaders, philosophers, or religious authorities truly enlightened? Or are they just puppets within a system that has existed for millennia? Neo-Genian teachings suggest that not everyone has the right to control our souls. In fact, even those who claim to be spiritual guides may themselves be prisoners of a cosmic experiment orchestrated by higher entities. Part 7. The Fate of Humanity, Freedom or Eternal Captivity. And so, the final question arises: where is humanity heading? Do we truly have free will, or is everything merely a script already written? Some theories propose that if humanity awakens to its true nature, it could transcend all limitations and reach a completely different level of existence. However, this requires abandoning the material world, power, and the societal frameworks that have shaped human civilization for millennia. Will humanity embrace this awakening? Or will it continue drifting within the cycles of old laws? The answer does not lie in any doctrine, but in every individual decision and realization. Are you ready to seek the truth?